Sydney, Australia, 5 days after 50 Muslims in New Zealand were killed in an attack attributed to an Australian white supremacist, Australia's Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, unveiled a plan he said would address a fundamental challenge to the nation. But it was not a proposal to combat hate groups and Islamophobia. It was a cut to immigration. The government's plan, which had been in the works for months, is a potential turning point for a nation that has been shaped by newcomers since its days as a British penal colony and that has presented itself in recent years as a model of how immigration, properly managed, can strengthen a country. Now, amid a global backlash against immigration that has upended politics in the United States, Britain and much of Europe, even Australia is reversing course, turning away from a policy of welcoming skilled foreigners that helped fuel decades of economic growth and transformed a nation once closed to non-white immigrants into a multicultural society. Mr. Morrison presented the move as a reaction to crowding in the nation's largest cities, which has led to congested commutes and costlier housing. This plan is about protecting the quality of life of Australians right across our country, he said. Such concerns are widespread as views in the country have turned sharply against population growth over the past year. There is worry, though, that these quality of life complaints have been amplified by, or perhaps have masked, a deeper ambivalence about a new wave of non-European immigration, especially from Muslim countries, along with Africa and Asia. There's no denying the rapid pace of change, nor its benefits. Australia's population has grown by nearly 40%, from 18 million to 25 million, since the 1990s, and economists argue that the nation's record-breaking 27 years without a recession would have been impossible if not for surging immigration. Most of the 4.7 million foreigners who have arrived since 1980 have been skilled migrants, especially since 2004, when an average of more than 350,000 students and skilled workers arrived each year, according to government figures. According to the 2016 census, more than 1 in 4 Australians were born overseas, compared to 13.7% of the population in the United States and 14% in Britain. And 6 out of the top 10 source countries are now in Asia, with immigrants from China, 509,558 people, and India, 455,385, leading the way. Many Australians say it is time for these trends to end. In one recent poll, more than 2/3 said their country no longer needed more people. As recently as 2010, a majority of Australians disagreed with